Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We got the final game of this two-game series in New York between the Red Sox and Yankees. Can the Yankees bounce back after losing game one? Leading it off for Boston, trying to sweep the Yankees and leave town, is Burleson playing shortstop. Batting second, playing second is Remy. Batting third, going to DH is Rice. Batting fourth, playing left field is Yastrzemski. Batting fifth, on the catching is Fisk. Batting sixth, playing center field is Lynn. Batting seventh, playing first base is Scott. Batting eighth, playing right field is Evans. Batting ninth, playing third base is Hobson. And on the mound, Jim Wright doing the pitching. And for the New York Yankees, we will have leading off, playing left field, Roy White. Batting second, playing third is Nettles. Batting third, doing the catching is Munson. Batting fourth, playing right field is Jackson. Batting fifth, doing the DH is Piniella. Batting sixth, playing first base is Chambliss. Batting seventh, playing center field is Thomason. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Staley. Batting ninth, playing second base is Garcia. Let's get down here to Yankee Stadium and get this game started. Oh, I almost forgot. And on the mound is the Gator, Ron GUIDRY himself. Let's see if the Gator can get the Yankees a win here. And you see the American League pitchers and leading in strikeouts for the 1978 season. Nolan Ryan has 121. The Gator enters this game with 109. Dennis Leonard with 93. Eck has 77, and Matlack has 75. And to lead it off here for the Yankees is Rick Burleson, batting .240 on the year with 3 homers and 23 RBIs. And the Gator coming off his third loss. Can he bounce back here? Yes, this is his 16th appearance, his 16th start. He's 10-3 with a 1.88 ERA. And here's the pitch to Rick. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles. He's up with it, fires over the first, and there's one out. And Remy comes to the plate, and he's batting .308 on the year with 3 homers and 23 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out, his first strikeout of the game. And there's 2 down. And Jim Rice comes to the plate, batting .364 with 26 homers and 80 RBIs, leading the American League in all 3 categories. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes out the last 2 batters. Red Sox go down in order. Boston nothing. Yankees coming to the plate with White, Nettles, and Munson. See, Boston's 43-29, batting .277 with a .345 on base percentage, slugging .447, and a .792 on OPS. Yankees are 51-20, batting .275 with a .330 on base percentage, slugging .449, and a .779 on OPS. And White batting .226 on the year with 2 homers and 13 RBIs. And Jim Wright making his 6th start of the year. He's 1-2 with a 5.65 ERA. Here's the pitch to White. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Roy strikes out for out number 1. Ray Nettles comes to the plate now. Can Nettles get a 1-out hit here? And nope, that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts. So Wright now has 2 strikeouts. And the captain comes up and he at least get wood on the ball here. Thurman Munson batting .280 with 5 homers and 41 RBIs. And he gets a wood on the ball, drives that ball into right field. So the captain's aboard here with a 2-out single. That brings up Reggie Jackson with a runner down at first. 2 outs, batting .320 with 20 homers and 44 RBIs. And that's going to be, it might be a base hit, 56 and a 4. that'll be fielding column 2. And that is going to be a base hit in the right field. So back-to-back singles by the Yankees. And now you got first and second. 2 outs for Lou Piniella. Can he get the Yankees on the board first here in this game? Give the Gator a quick lead. Piniella batting .326 on the year with 3 homers and 26 RBI. And that's going to be a high pop-up down the short. Rick Burleson cams under it. Waits for the rainmaker to come down, and that'll end the inning. The Yankees strand 2 to the top of the second we go. You got Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lindu up here for the Red Sox. And Yaz is batting .273 on the year with 10 homers and 43 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Gator walks his first batter. First base runner for the Red Sox. Now Fisk comes to the plate. And he's batting .261 with 13 homers and 42 RBIs. Can Gator get that ground ball double play here? And just what the doctor ordered, folks. Nope, it's not what the doctor ordered. That's a swing and a miss. Gator strikes him out for out number 1. Now Freddie Lynn's up. And Lynn's batting .301 with 9 homers and 36 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up back behind home plate near the screen. Munson makes the catch. And now there's 2 outs. And Scott comes to the plate. And Scott's batting .276 on the year with 4 homers and 19 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And the Gators already up to 4 strikeouts in this game. We go to the bottom of the second. You got Chambliss due up. It'll be followed by Thomas and Stanley. Chris batting .247 on the year with 6 homers and 44 RBIs. And that's going to be a chopper out in front of the plate. 35 and an 8. And that'll be fielding column 1. Nice play by Fisk. He picks that ball up, fires down to Scott, and there's 1 out. And Gary Tomlinson, who had a nice game against Boston in the first game here in Yankee Stadium, batting .300 with a homer and 6 RBIs. And he keeps it up, folks. He squares this one up. He's liking these Boston pitchers. And that ball is going to be hit in the left field. Yaz gets over there quickly, cuts it off. Gary's aboard here with a 1-out single. And Fred Stanley comes to the plate. See the Yankees' upcoming schedule here. They leave town and go take on the Brewers for a 2-game series. Then they leave Milwaukee and come back here to Yankee Stadium to take on the Tigers. And Fred batting .259 on the year with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. And they're going to do a little hit and run here. Try to stay out of the double play. That's going to be a 34. 34 and a shortstop. 31 and a 9's got to be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be the old ground ball double play. That's going to be a line drive double play. It's going to be a line drive down the short. Rick fires over to first. And that'll end the inning, folks, as Fred hits into a hit and run double play. We go to the top of the third, still no score. You got Evans, Hobbs, and back to Rick. Dwight's batting .215 on the year with 7 homers and 25 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Garcia's got it, fires over the first for out number 1. Hobson comes up now. And Butch is batting .276 on the year with 11 homers and 43 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, 28. And that is going to be a single in the right field. a single in the left field as White just couldn't quite get it. Takes it on the short hop. And that's the first base hit for the Red Sox. 1 on, 1 out, and Rick Burleson up. Rick rounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second. And they'll get the fire over to short, over to first, but Rick beats the throw. So now there's 2 outs, and Rick's down at first. And Remy's at the plate. He struck out his first time up, and that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Jackson calls for it, makes the catch, and the Red Sox strand 1. We get to the bottom of the third with the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yankees. Garcia, and then it flips over to White and Nettles. Garcia batting .250 on the year with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Yaz and left. 1 down. We're back to the top of the order now in White. And Roy, he is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base on balls, and the Yankees will take it. He got a runner down at first and 1 out now. And will White stay put? They already hit into a double play. They're going to let Nettles swing away here. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And the only play Remy will have is over to first, so the runner will get in scoring position now with 2 outs, and the captain, Thurman Munson, up. Can Munson give the Yankees an early lead here? He singled his first time up, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jim with a big strikeout, his 3rd of the game, and it's still a nothing ball game as we get to the top of the 4th. Got the big boys due up here for the Red Sox. Rice, Yaz, and Fisk. Rice struck out first time up. He goes for 1. That's going to be a base on balls. I'll lead off walk again here. Now Yaz is up. And Yaz, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out, his 5th of the game. Now Fisk comes to the plate. Carlton, he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be another back-to-back strikeouts. Can the Gator, after giving up the walk, strike the next 3 batters out? Freddie Lynn popped up his first time up, 0 for 1. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a 30 and an 8. That's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And Nettles will fire across the diamond. And that'll end the inning. And the Red Sox strand 1 to the bottom of the 4th we go. We got the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up here for New York. Jackson, Piniella, and Chambliss. Reggie singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the Yaz and left. 1 down here in the 4th. And Lou Piniella grabs the bat, comes to the plate, 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rick. He tosses it over to Scott, and there's 2 down. It's up to Chambliss to get something going here in the 4th. Chris is 0 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Freddie Lynn. Yankees go quietly here in the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. We got the bottom 3rd of the order due up here for the Red Sox. Scott, Evans, and Hobson. And George was a strikeout victim his first time up. And not this time. He squares this up against the Gator. Where's this one going to land? And that ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go? That'll make out a 20. And that is off the wall out in deep left field. Couldn't quite get enough of that one. The Gator kept it off the sweet spot, and that's a leadoff double. Scott's down at second. nobody out. The first real opportunity here for the Red Sox. Evans is up. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. Hatch too shallow with Scott's speed. He's going to stay put. There's one down. Now Hobson's up. And he's got one of the 2 hits. Butch is 1 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball. This one out the left field. And again, too shallow for Scott. So that'll be 2 down now. And the leadoff double still down at second. Rick Burleson's up. He's 0 for 2. He has grounded out twice. And that's going to be a pop up in the foul territory. Stanley goes over near the wall, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. The leadoff double goes to nothing, and it's still nothing. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, got the bottom third of the order due up here. Thomas and Stanley and Garcia. Gary singled his first time up. Can he get aboard here again? And that's going to be a base on balls. Gary's aboard here with a leadoff walk, and the Yankees cash in here. And Fred, he grounded into that line, didn't ground in, hit it into a line drive double play. And they don't think Lightning's going to strike twice. They're going to give it another try. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. So Gary's on his own here. So that'll be a 22. And that's going to be a 44 lower. He's safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Fred again can't do the hit and run, but Gary gets down to second on a straight out steal. Now he's in scoring position with nobody out. And Fred with the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. If that's a swing and a miss, he strikes Fred out. And there's one down. Garcia do some damage here with a runner down at second. Garcia's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down the third. 41-3. That'll be another swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Back-to-back strikeouts now, and it's up to White. A 2-out hit here to get Thomason in. Can Roy deliver? He's 0 for 1. He's yet to put the ball in play. He struck out back in the first, walked his last time up. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. Still yet to put the wood in the ball. And right after giving up the walk, he strikes out the next 3 batters. And we still go to the top of the 6th with no score. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here against the Gator. Remy, Rice, and Yaz. Remy is 0 for 2 today. And he gets a hold of this one. Where's this one going to land at? And that's going to be a double in the right field. Again, the Red Sox get a leadoff double. Gator pitched around it in the 5th. Can he do it here in the 6th? Got Jim Rice up. And he's going to intentionally walk Rice. And that's going to set up the double play. We got Yastrzemski up now. Yastrzemski's 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. He has walked and struck out. So first and second, nobody out. Can the Yankees get the double play ball here? And that's going to be against the lefty, 26. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short infield fly rule in effect. Now it'll be out number 1. Now you got Fisk up with 1 down, runners at first and second. Now a ground ball gets him out of the inning. Fisk has struck out both times against the Gator. And that's going to be a 38. And that's going to be a pass ball. Not what the Yankees wanted there. Now it's second and third. They're going to have to bring the infield in. The ball gets by Munson. That slider hit the deck. Munson couldn't keep it in front of him. So now here's the 1-0 pitch to Fisk. And that's going to be a 25. And that's going to be a single over first. And that's going to get a 1 run in and maybe 2. So the pass ball definitely cost them there. Definitely cost them there. So that's going to be a single over first with only 1 out. That'll be a 46. $25. What would I be? 25, 51 or lower. It's a 2 RBI. And Reggie throws him out at the plate. Nice job by Reggie. It's a single in the right field. And the runner gets thrown out at home. Keeps this a 1-run game. Fisk is down at first. Nice play by Reggie. But the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Freddie Lynn at the plate. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a 40. And that's not a wild pitch. Well, team here. So that's not a wild pitch. So that's a 31 and a 40. And that'll be hit back to the mound. They're out there. And that's out to center field. And a 2. And that's going to be a single in the center field. The runner's going to get the third and an error, and he's going to try to score, and he's going to get thrown out. So a single, an E8, and the runner's going to get thrown out at home. Nice play by the outfield. Cut down 2 runners at the plate and keep this a 1-0 ball game. And now you got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Can the Yankees bounce back here as Aaron Reed joins us? You got Nettles, Munson, and Jackson due up. Nettles 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Yaz. And there's 1 out. Can the captain get aboard here? Get the tying run on the bases and bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Nope, that's a ground ball down to Remy. He fields it cleanly, and there's 2 outs. So here's Reginald Martinez Jackson. He's 1 for 2 today. Can he get a 2-out rally? And that's going to be against the righty 3. And that is going to be a base hit in the center field. So Reggie with another hit here today. Now you got the tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate and Pinella. And Pinella's 0 for 2 today. Can he keep it going here, folks? Nope. That's going to be a ground ball down the third. And he'll fire over to first to get Lou. And that'll end the inning. We go to the 7th inning. It's 1-0 Boston. Got the bottom third due up here. Scott, Evans, and Hobson. Scott's 1 for 2. He doubled and struck out in the game. And that's going to be a pop up down the short. That'll be out number 1. And up to the plate now is Evans. And Evans is 0 for 2. He is flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's the Gators' 7th strikeout of the game. Now there's 2 down and Hobson at the plate. And he's 1 for 2. He is singled and flown out. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts by the Gator. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 1-0 Red Sox lead. They're going to let Wright start this inning. If he gets in any kind of trouble, they got Stanley out in the bullpen warming up. He's got Chambliss, Thomason, and Staley due up. Chris is 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's going to be a pop-up. No, it's right. It's a fly ball out to center field. And Lynn makes the catch. Takes away a base hit for Chambliss. And here's the man. He is 1 for 1. He has walked, stolen a base. Can Gary keep it up here? Nope. That's going to be a ground ball down to Hobson. He fields it, throws it over to Scott, and there's 2 down. And now can Garcia get a 2-out rally going? He is lined into a double play. Hit the ball hard on a hit and run. And he is struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Evans. The Yankees go down 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the 8th and 1-0 Boston. We got Hobson due up, and then the order turns over. Oh, the order is turned over. We got the top of the order due up here. Burleson, Remy, and Rice. See the Yankees leave here and go to Milwaukee after this game and then come back home to take on the Tigers. Rick is 0 for 3. He'll be followed by Remy and Rice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Gary calls for it, makes the catch, 1 down. Remy comes to the plate now, and he's 1 for 3. He doubled his last time up and came around to score the only run. And he gets a hold of this again. He's got the Gators number today. And that ball is ripped out in the left field over White's head. And Remy's going to run for a while, and he's in there with a 1-out triple. And they're again going to walk Rice. That'll set up the double play. And Yastrzemski will come up. He'll face the lefty. And do they go for the double play, or do they bring the infield in? That is the question. That is the question. I think they're still going to bring the infield in. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that's going to be out at first, and the runner's going to hold. Nice play down there. That worked to perfection. So ground ball. The other runner gets down the second. So that's a ground ball down the second. Runner on third's going to hold. So now you got second and third. Second and third. And 2 outs. And Fisk is up. And Fisk drove in the only run of the game. He is 1 for 3. He singled. He drove in that run back in the 6th. And do they? And I think they're going to. They're going to walk Fisk and bring up the lefty Lynn. Pitch to him with the bases loaded. Bases loaded for Red Sox. Remy at third, Rice at second, Fisk at first, Lynn at the plate. Lynn's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a 15 and an 8. So that'll be a 30. And that's going to be popped up down the first. Chambliss calls for it, makes the catch. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Gator hanging out. Kept it a 1-run lead. You got the top of the order due up here for Wright. Well, first it's Garcia. Then it'll be White and Nettles. Garcia 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Evans. And there's 1 down. Now can White get something going here? White is 0 for 2. He has yet to put the ball in play. He has walked once and struck out his level 2 times up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He gets the hat trick. And there is 2 down now. It's up to Greg Nettles here. Nettles is 0 for 3. He has grounded out, flown out, and struck out. And that's going to be a base on balls. And now, do they make the move here? Or do they let Wright? They're going to let Wright pitch to Munson. They're not going to let him pitch to Jackson, I can tell you that. He will not pitch to Jackson if Munson gets on. Munson is 1 for 3. He singled back in the first. Can he deliver here with Nettles on? And that's going to be a ground ball down the Rick. He goes the short way to second. And the Yankees strand 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still a 1-0 Boston lead. You got the bottom third due up here. Scott, Evans, and Hobson. George is 1 for 3, doubled back, in the 5th. And that's going to be against the lefty of 20. That's going to be a fly ball out to White. And there's 1 down. Evans is up now. And Evans is 0 for 3. He has grounded out, flown out, and struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out for his 9th strikeout of the game. Now Hobson comes up. And he is 1 for 3. Singled, flown out, and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles over to first. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Yankees needing a run to tie this game up. You got Wright on the mound here against Jackson, Piniella, and Chambliss. And Reggie is 2 for 3. Can Reggie get on again here? And that's going to be a base on balls. So Reggie's down at first. Sure. Wright is pitching a shutout, though. I hate to take him out. That's for damn sure. Hate to take him out. We're going to let him in the game. Piniella's up. Lou is 0 for 3. He has grounded out twice and popped up. And that ball is well hit. We might have left him in too long. Where's this one going to go? And that is driven into the gap in right field. And with nobody out, they're going to hold Chambliss. They're not going to have Evans throw him out. Jackson, rather. So now it's second and third, nobody out. And that is going to be it for Wright. Pitching a shutout, and they're going to pull the pin. Are they going to pull the pin? I keep saying that, but damn, he's pitching a shutout. He's pitching a damn shutout. I'm going to let him out there. They're going to obviously bring the infield in. Chambliss is 0 for 3. He has flown out to center twice, and he has grounded out. Infield in. Second and third, nobody out. And here's the pitch to Chris. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And with the infield in. They're going to look the runners back. Fire over to first. And now there's 1 out. And it's still second and third. And here's the man that's been delivering. What happened there? Let's go back. I don't want the runner scoring. Don't want the runner scoring here. Gary Tomlinson, 1 for 2 today. He has singled, he has walked, he has stolen a base. Second and third, 1 out. Can Gary deliver here? And that's going to be another ground ball down the third. And again, he's going to look the runners back. Can't get it past the drawn-in infield. And now there is 2 outs. And Fred is up. And we're going to have a pitch hitter here for Staley. He was going to come off the bench here. Against the righty. Jimmy Spencer's going to come off the bench for Fred. Try to get a walk-off here and give the Gator the win here. Can Jimmy Spencer deliver here? So Spencer's coming off the bench. Wright staying out there. Now there's 2 outs. Remember, it was second and third, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Spencer, batting .272 on the year with 10 homers and 20 RBIs. And that ball is, let's see, against the righty. That is going to be a base hit. Can they tie this game? Well, they're tying this game up. Can they get the lead here? Can they get the stinking lead? That is the question. That is going to be the question. That is a 20. That's going to be a 56. They got fucking cannons everywhere you look. He's a pull right. The ball's going to be in the right field. So Evans has got it. Piniella has no speed. 39 plus 5. 22. They got to send him. They got to take a chance. It's already tied up. They got to take a chance and win this game right here, right now. 44 or lower, he's safe. And he's in there. Jimmy Spencer comes off the bench and hits an RBI, 2 RBI single. And Wright can't believe it, folks. Pitched one hell of a game and loses in the bottom of the ninth with a pitch hit single by Jimmy Spencer. Unfucking believable. Excuse me. Unbelievable. Jimmy Spencer delivers. Check out this box score. And the Gator gets the win. What a tough loss for Jim Wright. Let's take a look here at the box score. Boy, that should be a walk-off here. Yep. Unbelievable. The Yankees, 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. The Red Sox, 1 run, 6 hits and no errors. Remy, he figured out the Gator. He was 2 for 4 with a double. He was the only multiple hit guy for the Red Sox. Red Sox were 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, left 8 men on base. Reggie Jackson was 2 for 3 on the day. Only Yankee with 2 hits. And the Yankees were 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position and left 7 men on base. Wright gets the loss. He's 1 and 3. He goes 6 2/3. 6 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, struck out 7. The Gator gets his 11th win. He's 11 and 3. 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, walked 5, struck out 9. What a game. What a game. Alrighty, let's do the rest of the American League here. Kansas City at California. They're 2 games behind out here in the West against the Twins. Can they get a win here against the Angels? And Kansas City wins 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Angels 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Then you got the Tigers and the Indians playing in Cleveland, Ohio. See what happens here in Cleveland. And the Tigers win 11 runs, 16 hits, 1 error. And the Indians 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors. And can the Twins keep up with Kansas City? They got the Brew Crew coming in. The Twins are coming into town to play Milwaukee. And the Brewers beat the Twins. Was that a walk-off? Yep, that was a walk-off. What inning was this? 2 walk-offs. That was a bottom of the ninth walk-off. 4 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. The Twins, 3 runs, doubled the hits, but couldn't outscore the Brewers. Look at that. 12 hits, can only score 3 runs. How many did the Twins leave on base? Left 9 on base, 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. That's the difference in the game. Crazy. Now you got the Rangers taking on the A's in Oakland. Now Doc Ellis on the mound. Let's see what Doc does here. And he doesn't get the win, but the Rangers get the win. He couldn't go far enough. How many innings was this? That was a 9-inning game last. So you got 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. The A's, 6 runs, 10 hits. They out-hit the Rangers and 1 error. And now you got the White Sox taking on the Mariners in Seattle, Washington. And the White Sox says, it can't be a walk-off. 4 double plays, the White Sox turn. 6 runs, 18 hits, and no errors. The Mariners, 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. And the Orioles are playing a doubleheader up in Toronto. Orioles have been on fire, folks. Can they keep it up? Jim Palmer on the mound in game number 1. He is 8-8 with a 2.49 ERA. Can he pick up a win here for the Orioles? Yes, he does. The Orioles, 9 runs on 14 hits and no errors. Palmer goes the distance, a 1-run, 6-hit, and Blue Jays with 1 error. Can the Orioles sweep the doubleheader here? No, the Blue Jays. Was this a walk-off? Nope. But Upshaw with 3 homers. Sure. Willie Upshaw with 3 homers on the day. Let's take a look at this. 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The Orioles, 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. And Upshaw goes 3 for 3 with 5 RBIs. Let's look at the scorecard here. First was a solo homer to lead in the second. Then a 2-run shot in the fourth and a 2-run shot in the fifth. I don't think I'd have been pitching to him in that fifth. That's for sure. He'd have got 1 in the ear in the fifth. 3 homers in a row, and then they walk him in the 8th. Yeah, I think in the 5th he'd have got 1 in the ear. And that is the last game. Let's take a look here after June 27th with the standings and the leaderboard for the American League. Yankees are now 9.5 games up on the Red Sox after that 2-1 win. The Tigers are 13 games back. The Brewers 14 games back. The Orioles are now 17.5 games back. The Blue Jays 18. Indians are 23 games back. And out west, Kansas City cuts the lead down to 1. The White Sox are only a game and a half back. The Rangers 3, Angels 6, A's 7, and the Mariners on a 5-game losing streak are 16 games back. The Twins, like I say, have been on a losing streak. They're at 2-8 in their last 10 games. I thought the Kansas City was doing better. They're only 6-4. I thought they was doing better than that. What's the Orioles? The Orioles are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Jim Rice is still leading the world in everything. A .362 batting average, 26 homers, and 80 RBIs. And Paxton with a 1.67 ERA. Figaro with 12 wins on the year, and Goose with his 20 saves. Jim Rice is still leading in the MVP voting, and Ed Figaro still leading in the Cy Young voting. And the next game on the channel will be the Braves. Let's see who the Braves are playing here. And the Braves are hosting the Dodgers. The Dodgers are coming to Atlanta. See how many game series this is. 1, 2, 3 game series. Maybe a 4. We better check it out. Might be a 4 game series. Yes, it's a 4 game series. So a 4 game series for the Braves and Dodgers. Let's look and see what the first pitching matchup is. And it's Rick Rhoden going up against Devine. I want to thank Aaron Reed for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Hit that like button and bell. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.